Hi everyone, welcome back. So we are reacting to a song that was requested by Silent Phoenix. So thank you so much, Silent Phoenix, for your request. And it is the song called Forgone by Quadeca. Yeah, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce. And yeah, I've never heard of this artist before. So I'm really intrigued to be introduced to them. And I don't really know the genre. I don't know what to expect. But I'm seeing there's strings, guitar in there. There's a bit of vox, flute, clarinet and drums. And that it was written, produced, mixed, mastered by Quadeca and other instruments as well. So yeah, obviously I will look into more of the context after I've listened to it. But I'm excited. Let's go for it.
On a haze, there's a life underneath. Do you like what you've seen? Do you like what you've seen? Do you like what you've seen?
Wow, that one got me quite emotional. Wow, what a unique song. I just love. Thank you so much, Silent Phoenix, for requesting this, because I love to be introduced to this kind of music, or just not this kind necessarily, just unique music and unique messages and unique visuals, because I feel like it really does. I don't know, it's just, authenticity is really powerful. And I feel like being able to be exposed to creations that are so unique and so different to what I've seen, or different to the music, that just different in its own right, do you know what I mean? I think it's just like a privilege to be able to witness and to see. So thank you so much to Silent Phoenix for requesting this. It was just so, like I said, unique. And these are the lyrics. I loved the lyrics, man. I love that. I love how they've got it, like, and I love how the moon's there. I don't know, that's how I'm interpreting it. I'm interpreting it like the moon and the ocean. I just loved the visuals. I loved the fact that it was like in the sea, in the ocean. I love the ocean. Like, I just feel like that always has like a powerful effect anyway, to sort of witness the ocean, and like in a video or whatever, like I think it just has this cleansing effect, and this sort of like this sort of resurrection type of feeling, and this cleansing and a new life, and that sort of feeling that it has, like. And what I was going to say is, I love how they've got this like act 1, act 2, not sort of verse 1, verse 2. It's more like act, that's how you sort of title, like in a play, like Shakespearean plays or whatever plays. It's like, that's how you title the body of writing, like the body of words that, you guys know what I'm talking about. And I love how like they've named it like that, even though it's a song, it's not a play, you know what I mean? So it's added this sort of, this just real sort of storytelling element to it, and this sort of theatrical cinematic vibe to it even more, just through these little sort of details in this bit that they've added. All in a haze, there's a life underneath. Do you like what you've seen? Oof, do you like what you've seen? Do you like what you've seen? Of forever, forever. Forgone, I see the child that she once was, holding me tight like a teddy bear. I'm still a child in the same vein, and all I can do is remain. Forgone, you're the conclusion of everyone. Let me down slowly and easy. There is a reason they leave me, and you are the one that remains through it all. Through it all, through it all. You are the one that remains. Oh, 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 all along tucking me in a blanket of fog. Through it all, tripping me up and breaking the fall. Oof. Tripping me up and breaking the fall. Wow. Like, what? Forgone, you're the conclusion to everyone, holding the child that I once was, calling us both by the same name, and all I can do is remain. Through it all, you're the one that remains. Oh, where is your spirit in them? Where will it land in the end? I can't forgive how they hurt you. I wouldn't hurt you again. Holding you tight like a bear, but I was the only one there, and I can't return as the same. All I can do is remain. You are the one that remains through it all, through it all. This is so beautiful. Like, I'm like, who is he talking about? You know what I mean? But like, I think there's a mix of sort of messages in the song, which I think is really cool. Like, I like that ambiguity a little bit, because the feeling of the song, like with the whole choir, the vocals, the violin, the drum patterns at the end, it got a bit more sort of rocky. Like, it started off quite like, I guess the genre would be folk, indie, alternative, gospel, like in certain elements, not necessarily with the lyrics, but in the certain elements of the choir and the vocals, like the heaviness of the stacking of the vocals that they've done in this song is amazing. And it's just really, and the violin, it's just so, it's like replicating the nature of water. And I just love the fact that he's sitting there with the piano. And how it ends, like, with this, like, you can clearly different visual, like, and maybe that's just, like, the photographer in me sort of being more attentive to like the visuals and what cameras use and what sort of quality that they put this on. But at the end, it's like, especially the song is called like What Remains, You Remain Through It All. And this last video is almost like it's almost like giving like an old camera recording. And it's like this, it's giving like this history, like, you know, you see like when people talk about things that happen in history on the news, for example, and then they put up like these old footage of a moment. That's the vibe that I'm getting from the ending of the song. Like kind of just like there, like you'll remain, and it's just like the piano that's remaining there, you know, and it's kind of giving this old feeling, whereas this obviously is very like cinematic looking, and you know, it's obviously a very different look to the other one, but this is like the bit where it tells the story, and this is the bit that sort of offers that sort of like the feeling of like you'll just remain there. I don't know, it's powerful, man. Wow. And I also really love how like, because I'm getting like kind of gospel feelings, so I'm going to look a little bit into the context of this just because I'm intrigued to know what actually it's about. But I feel like a lot of it for me is it has a lot of spiritual elements to it. Because like even now that he says you're the one that remains, and then the videographer kind of zooms out, and then you've got this big perspective of this massive hill, this massive rock, this massive mountain of rock, and it's kind of like this idea of like, you know, God or the spiritual or whatever you find grounding in is like your rock. Like, you know, when you say like it's my rock, like it keeps you grounded, keeps you solid type thing. That's kind of what I'm getting from these visuals as well alongside it. And like, and also like even though the waves are there, and like yes, he's kind of sinking slowly into the sand, but he's still remaining. It's like the feeling and the expressions remaining. Like it's just a really deep song, man. It's a really deep song. It's very folky, but it's also it has very like gospel hymn type of vibe to it, like definitely. All these little elements, man. And then it speds up the drum pattern here. And even the you know that it's like it like kind of mirroring the crashing waves, and it's just like, it's not like, even the way he's approaching it, it's not like he's like, it's not like a relaxing way that you'd like approach water. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like he's fighting it. It's like he's fighting the waves, and he's almost like, it's like that. I love that. Them drum patterns are crazy. It is so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And even like that little bit where he's kind of like going, he's like, you can tell like he's about to lose his breath, like because he's holding that note but he's got no breath left, and it's like, it's just, yeah, there's like loads of little hints to like deeper meanings for me in this song, and I absolutely love it. Wow. So let's have a little look at the context. So released June 12, 2025, is an 8-minute cinematic art, pop and folk infused single. It serves as the third pre-release single for his conceptual album Vanish a Horizon Scraper, following God Stained and Monday. Now that he has a song called God Stained, I definitely feel like the gospel feeling and that hymn-like sort of structure in a way is definitely showing his belief in God, and like that was probably intentional, you know. Song structure: spanning over 8 minutes, the track functions as a sprawling theatrical centerpiece rather than a conventional radio length single. It builds from loose, creaking lo-fi piano and ambient string arrangements into massive textured crescendos. Within the lore of Vanisher, the track reflects themes of isolation, coming to terms with mortality, and a character confronting overwhelming existential dread or apocalyptic landscape or an apocalyptic landscape. That's really interesting because it's like, it's so ambiguous that it is interesting to know what inspired Quadeca, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but and like what, like, you know, what the inspiration was behind it, even though for me I can interpret it differently. But that's always nice about it, like music like this, is that it's so ambiguous, and that's the beauty of it in a way. So note that the lyrics move past a literal conversation with another person, instead personifying abstract concepts of memory, the self, and the acceptance of the inevitable. I think that's why it's so like what's it called, ambiguous, because it's like, I don't know who he's talking to, but maybe that's the whole point. It's like this kind of chaos in one's mind of trying to figure out the life and what's true. And I just love the idea of that he's by the ocean. I think that's just in itself is just beautiful. Like, wow, what an amazing piece of music. Thank you so much to Silent Phoenix for requesting this. I really love this one. So yeah, if anybody else does have a request, there is a link in the description to send any over. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Silent Phoenix for requesting. Until next time, bye.